Hello, everyone. Welcome to IMPROVATE's Defense and Cyber Conference. Israel is well known throughout the world as a pioneer in defense technologies. We are proud to present solutions that we know can improve the security of free nations. We established IMPROVATE as a platform for cooperation and business development. And in light of the situation in Ukraine, today's event will facilitate connections between Israeli defense and cyber companies, as well as military and defense ministry representatives from throughout the region. Nachshon Shiff, Marketing and Business Development Director at Aeronautics, is a reserve UAV pilot in the Israeli Air Forces. Let's hear a short presentation on the challenges of the modern battlefield.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shiff. I'm happy to be here. It's my first time in Sofia. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. I'm going to speak about the general modern combat field. The combat field is still combat field. Since 500, 600 years ago, it's the same combat field, but the modern age gives us new adventures and new challenges in the combat field. The presentation is not working. Yeah. So I do it by heart. Perfect. We have 4 big challenges at the modern combat field. First of all, it's the amount of time that target is a target. It's called TCT in the professional language. It's basically mean from the moment that we detect the target, we need to do a process to say this is a target, and we need to handle the target, eliminate the target. So the TCT can be seconds, can be minutes, can be days. We need to find the target in time. We need to handle the target in time. In order to do that, we need systems that will give us the information just in time, not before, not after. After we have the information in time, we need something or someone to understand what that means. If there is a lot of tanks in one position, does that mean that the other side is going to attack from that location? Maybe it's just a refueling station. Maybe it's doing that on purpose because he knows that we can see that area and he wants us to address that position. So we need someone to understand the information, and there is a lot of information at the battlefield. After understanding the information, we need to make a decision. And the decision to strike, it's not always the correct decision. And I will give you an example. Let's say that we have trucks that give fuels to the tanks. And we don't know where is the tanks, but we know where are the refueling vehicles. So if we will take the refueling vehicles, we just bothering the other side, but nothing more. But if we let the tank to get to the fuel, and then to go to the second tank, and the third tank, and the fourth tank, so we know where are all the enemy tanks. So the decision to strike or not to strike, it's a decision. It's the decision-making process for the commanders to understand the battlefield situation. Not any target, it's a target that you want to attack. And when you decide to act, we need to act fast, and we need to act accurate. We cannot, in the modern age, the West world cannot, in the modern age, just to bomb cities. It doesn't work anymore like that. We try to find the correct target and to eliminate only this target. So the battlefield itself became very mobile. The targets are mobile. Our equipment is mobile. Everything is moving very fast. More than that, everything that is stationary will be attacked in the opening strike of the war. Runway will be attacked. Headquarters will be attacked. Radar that are stationary all year will be attacked because the enemy know where is this target, and we may protect them for 2, 3, 4 days, but we cannot protect them all over the war. The battlefield itself is moving. If we look on the Ukraine-Russia conflict, it's a huge territory. Sometimes the fighting is at the south, near Crimea, near Kherson, and sometimes it's going to the north. You need to have the ability to move your force very fast from side to side because no one can have enough force for all the border. Not Israel, that is a small country, not Ukraine, it's a big country. No one have this amount of equipment, soldiers, and money. And you have to be cost effective. You have to have a budget. You cannot spend all the country resource years on years to have a military equipment. You need balance. And if you have budget that is a given, you need to have the most from that budget. The second thing is electronic warfare. I won't speak on the general electronic warfare concept. I'll just say two things. Any countries that think that there will be some kind of navigation system, GPS, GLONASS, or something like that, you won't find it in any conflict. In Israel, if we have GPS, we say thank you. But you don't have any of this navigation system because one of the first things each side is doing is jamming the L1 and L2 frequencies. So you need a solution for navigation, and even so, there is one company here that specializes in that. Second thing, everything that transmits can be detected. It could be radar on the ground, it could be UAV on the air, It could be a radio for the troops. Everything that transmit can be detected. Now, you need to transmit from time to time, but you need to understand how you are going to do that. And the third thing is air superiority. The Americans spoke years on years that they will control the air, and if they could control the air, they can control the battlefield. We understand now that this is just can be achieved. You cannot have 100% guarantee of air superiority, either side. There is small ground-to-air missile that can be carried with one person. The batteries are mobile. They are transmitting only for shooting the target. It can be achieved. So you need to adapt that. Big target, fast target are better target. It's much easier to find them and to eliminate them. There is a short time between the detection of aerial target and the handling of that target. If the ground troops won't shoot the helicopter fast, the helicopter will shoot them. So this is why all this air superiority become very, very short period of time. When we are speaking about the modern battlefield, Aeronautics as a UAV company address the aerial segment. We are speaking about UAS array. You are not buying one UAV. You are buying a few that you can spread it over the sky from different types for different mission. Low, small for the infantries, in the medium for the brigades, in the high altitude for the more heavy advanced payloads. You cannot rely on runway. We just saw that now in Ukraine, the first thing that the Russians did is to bomb the runway and to put special forces on an airfields near Kiev. It was the first thing that they did. You cannot get the assumption that you don't have any runway. And you cannot have one sensor. You cannot have only electro-optic sensor. You need a batch of sensors. SIGINT, SAR, COMINT, ELINT, all these together will give you the information that you need. We spoke about all the things when you combine them together for one big system that gathering all the information in one Intel resource, the decision maker have one picture that he can work on that Intel. He can make a decision. And again, to strike, it's not the only decision that he can have. You need to have the big picture in order to understand the battlefield. This is all. Thank you very much.